Those are numbers, and FIDA is our first. She picked number 1. And FIDA, so in that regard, the question is, how do you propose to counter negative tactics and change public opinion when you have to contend with media bias? Now the mics you guys are using are on the table there. Hopefully they're on.
Well, we know there's media bias out there. I think I've seen polls where you're dealing with 85% of the media is liberal. So we know that as conservative Republicans, we're going to be under attack from numerous organizations and campaigns and people that don't believe in what we believe in. I wear I Miss Reagan button, so true principled conservatives are not wanted at this point in time in Washington. So we have to stand firm. We have to stand firm on what we believe in as Americans in this country. We have to stand firm on the principles that Ronald Reagan stood firm on, and we have to roll this nation back. And the way that we beat the biased media is to keep saying it, and don't give up. Don't give up no matter what they throw at us, no matter what they throw at us as candidates, no matter what anybody says. We are in this for the long term. We are in it to turn the votes in November. We are in it to save our America. We are in it to preserve what our children, the future for our children and grandchildren. This is what we have to stand up for. If we don't stand up and stand true to our firm convictions, who we are as Americans, our core principles of family, God, country, life, liberty, opportunities, our constitutional principles, we will lose. And don't let anybody politically correct you out of what you believe in. We have been so hammered and trained the last few years to do what the liberal media wants us to do. If not, we are going to be bad. And we want to be good. Republicans are good people. And we need to stand firm on who we are, what we believe in, and why we are in this fight. We're going to take back Washington and take back our America. Thank you.
Okay, the second question goes to Ken Boyd. Would a national identification card, as proposed by Congress, be consistent with the principles embodied in our Constitution?
Well, I absolutely think that would be against the principles of our Constitution of individuality. I think trying to track people through a national ID card is not the right thing to do. I understand the philosophy behind it, and what we're trying to do is to get a handle on probably illegal immigration in this country and be able to identify those people who are true citizens, but this is not the way to go about doing it. We absolutely should not take away the individual rights of our citizens by giving them some sort of number. This has been done in other countries, and we know the other countries that it's been done in, and it's a forefront to moving into a socialism type of, or a communist type of country. And I think that might be what the idea is behind this administration that's actually trying to propose that we move forward with a national ID card. I'm absolutely opposed to it, and I don't need my whole 2 minutes to tell you that. Thank you.
Wow, okay.
Okay, our third question goes to Lawrence Bergen. Lawrence, what do you think the federal government's role should be in education? Should there be more or less?
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here today. Ladies, gentlemen, Joe Thomas, thank you for coming today. I think I speak for all the candidates. We're happy to be here, and we're all happy that Robert got a haircut, too. So that, to me, that question is a very, very easy one. I think the federal government needs to be out of education. I think that the states and the counties should be in education. It should be the driving force of education. I think we need to get the National Education Association and defund it. It's become nothing but a way for the Democratic Party to get union dues, and we need to use every type of option we can for education that are options for the people, give the choices back to the people, whether it's charter schools or vouchers. And I also believe that we need to hold teachers more accountable, like the private sector, for the education of our children. And frankly, and this is not something we can govern, But as a society, we need to work harder on educating our children, because that's part of our society. We don't. That's part of the work. We don't just turn it over to the teachers and expect to do it. We need to work hard. So it's a long answer to the federal government needs to be out of education. It should be done on the local level, and I think we'll get a lot more done.
Okay. Question number 4 goes to Ron Farron. Now that Iran seems to be proceeding unimpeded to nuclear weaponry, what should the United States policy be towards Iran?
You know, we were promised by candidate Obama that we would have a friendlier relationship with Iran, and that he would get in there and make things nice, and we would never have this problem that we're having. Surprised that didn't happen. I was asked on Joe Thomas's show, yeah, Joe, we're picking on you because now we have the microphone. I was asked on his show if Israel attacked Iran on a preemptive strike, if you were congressman, what would you do? And I said my response to Israel, if Israel attacked Iran, my response to Israel would be, I'd slap him on the back and buy him a drink. The solution for jobs, solution for education, the solution for most problems in this country is for the government to get out of the way. The solution for education is for the government to get out of the way. And the solution for the Israel-Iran situation, I got an email yesterday where the president has stepped in and told Israel, you don't attack Iran. The U.S. government should get out of the way. Just like Venezuela, Iran's dictatorial leadership has led to an economy that actually, even though they have reserves of oil, they are on the verge of economic collapse. They don't refine their own oil, for instance. I think if we had a leader in this country that could initiate and uphold an embargo, and that's not the Congress's duty, but we need a mindset. We need a mindset in Congress that says we are only going to fund initiatives that puts the screws to Iran to make sure that they uphold the treaties they have done, that they don't that they are no longer an aggressive nation. There's a lot in our past we've done in other countries. We can do it again, but I support Israel over Iran any day.
Okay, question number 5 goes to Senator Hurt. Senator, how would you respond to party pressure to support a bill when that bill conflicts with your principles or